Hey everyone, how are you today? This is Scrembo from Emotionless Crypto Trading, and we're going to run some market analysis on the Ethereum compared to Tether USD right over here on tradingview.com, looking at the 2-hour candlesticks, and the charts we're looking at are from Poloniex, guys. So let's take a look at the market cap first. Let's discuss about the entire crypto space and where we're heading towards, because as it seems we were getting out of the downtrending environment. We break out for multiple coins, especially for Bitcoins and Ethereum. So we broke out of the downtrending channel that we were in for a few weeks. Therefore, there's potential great entry point whenever the market represents clear signals and clear data of bullish patterns, right? So every single time after a breakout of a long downtrending channel, you have to be careful with the upcoming entry, because there might be a bull trap. Now, that's why we're looking for full data. We're looking to collect as much as we can in order to be able to be as much as secure as possible when we're going to make our decision of an entry point for the Ethereum based on the data. We're not based on our instincts. We're not based on what we would love, and we're not trading based on luck, right? So no matter what happens other than data, we're not looking at, and we don't believe in. So that's something to consider. Let me just refresh this page and let me head over the entire market cap, 144.5 billion, 24-hour volume, quite bigger than the average, 4.7 billion. That means great amounts of money came into the business. Obviously, BTC dominance 48.2, which is not bad. It's still sitting around 50s. And let's take a look at the Ethereum markets. Let's look at the first market, which is still dominating by Korean fiat currency. Then we've got a US, Korea, Euro, US, and so forth. China is ranked number 13, which used to be in the first 3 ranks when their market was kind of regulated and when people knew what's going on over there. Now think about, currently the price is sitting around 300s. And the China market is kind of without too much activity within the Ethereum's price as well as the crypto space. Think about when the government is going to regulate everything and they will release the exchanges, right? Everyone is going to gain confidence. We're talking about the regular citizens of China. They will gain a lot of confidence into this, seeing Ethereum or the entire crypto space as a very good opportunity of investment, because it has been approved by their government as well, which allows them more confidence into this business. It's very clear what's going to happen with the entire space when the approval is going to come in for the multiple exchanges out there. So this is the way it looks like as of right now. Korea, it's still dominating, which is totally fine, normally. Then we've got obviously the USD, which is pushing it hard. $300 volume, $632 million in the last 24 hours, which is not big at all comparing to, we were used to be 1.5 billion, 1.8 billion when the price was skyrocketing. That's usually, we have an average of 2 billion a day when Ethereum is increasing more than 10% in a day. That's what it looks like. But at that time, we were having China as well included powerfully within the market, which is something to consider, right? So let's head over to market analysis and take a look what we have over here. Currently, we're sitting at $303 and right over here. That's our position right now. Don't forget that this is Ethereum compared to Tether USD. Now, the first thing that I want to mention is right over here is the downtrend. Very normal, very clear. You can see the channel basically. Afterwards, the next most important thing is the breakout of the downtrending channel, which happened over here. The breakout happened at somewhere around 276 price point. So currently we are somewhere around 10% on top of the breakout, looking at the current price point. Now, the next important thing that happened is the this point right over here when we had this drop, and that happened due to uncertainty. Selling pressure responded with considerable power. you see this selling pressure, which is not a normal acting just like it acted with this W pattern. You can see it as W pattern over here. That's a very popular pattern as a bottom, including the V pattern and the W pattern are extremely important and very popular in kind of bottoms. Therefore, we had this unconsiderable selling pressure appearing, which we're not expecting, of course. Now, that allowed us to see the next important point, which is the confirmed major support line of the upcoming trading structure, which is this one right over here at $250. Now, if we also consider this resistance trending line coming down the way, which supported the resistance channel, right? It confirms right there when it approaches. So this resistance channel transformed itself as a support, as it seems like at that time. But that's a very good signal because we had a new confirmation once again over here of the 250 major support line, which is going to fuel up the upcoming structure we're going to trade on. Now, the next thing that happened, which needs to be considered, is the actual price point that we're trading in right now, which we're looking for an entry, right? That's the idea. I feel like for the ones which are looking for an entry, they need to do deep market analysis in order to find it. Now, what I'm sharing in this video presentation is the language of the market, and I'll try to share with you as much as data as I can in order to help you make a better decision of your entries and exits. I'm not going to give you predictions within my YouTube videos. So therefore, we've got this price point around $303 right now, hitting, before that we were hitting 313. You see, we're able to set higher highs, which is a very good signal, higher highs so far. And this is going to be a very little pullback till 0.5 Fibonacci, as it seems like. If actually support confirms at 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is over here, which is also a new support line under establishment. If it does confirm, it's going to be a new support line under establishment. That's right there, a possible entry point. Actually, a good entry point. Now, that would represent somewhere below $300 per Ethereum. This might be even lower if 0.5 is not going to show us enough buying pressure. It might be 288, and it might be somewhere in the bottom of 277. Right? That's something we have to consider. Now, why I'm saying 288, 290? Because we have these points over here. This one with this ones. If we drag a horizontal line from there, we will be able... Oops, sorry, that was not the one I meant to do. This is the one I meant to do. I did the wrong one once again. Okay, so there you go. Cool. We've got this blue line basically that helps us to see what price points we can approach as well. So we've got a support here confirming. We've got a support once again over here confirming, which is also another price point that could confirm between this area. That's something to consider. If 0.5 Fibonacci line, which is this green line over there, is not confirming. That's something to consider, guys, as an entry point. And from there, we tend to ride it up. Now let's have a look at what we could achieve by riding it up. We could set a stop loss around 3.5%, which would be somewhere around, what was that, 285. If our entry will represent somewhere around 296. And then we're riding it up from here basically with a possible selling point and huge pressure at the 0.236 Fibonacci line, representing 17.28% ride, just like that. On the other side, we have the risk of losing 3.5%. Now 3.5 compared to 17.2 is a great return of the investment, and a good risk and reward ratio, which is 4.9 and needs to be considered like that. So that's something to consider as an example of the upcoming possibility and a scenario which can apply. So this is what the market analysis represents so far. This is what I can share with you. It's pretty quick video, straight to the point, sharing with you a possible entry point if the market confirms. We always have to wait for the confirmations of the supports as well as resistances, which is pulling the price down the way. When you're looking to sell out, you want to look for a confirmation on the resistance, so therefore you sell out. And then when you want to buy back, you're looking for the confirmation of the support. It's not enough just to show up. You want to see it's confirming and it's taking the control of the market. That's what we're looking at. Now, it's not really mandatory to confirm at 0.5 Fibonacci line right over here for this green line. It's not really mandatory for that. It's just going to happen if it applies. If not, we have the next supports line, which will confirm for the Ethereum price for sure. So you just have to see where support is going to take control. But what I mean by this market analysis is to pay high attention at those price lines in order to see if it happens or not, right? If it happens, you know that's a good entry, you buy it and you ride it up. That's pretty much all about it for today's video presentation. Quite straight to the point with the most important things all around this topic. Market analysis for Ethereum compared to Tether USD, 2-hour candlesticks right over there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Feel free to drop your comments and engage with me. Feel free to do that in the comments area of this video presentation, as well as like, dislike, share this video as you prefer, as you feel, because I really appreciate your feedback. That's from where I can learn, and I'm open to learn continuously, considering my audience response. Now, if you're looking to be my student for a one-on-one coaching program and how to become a professional trader, feel free to check the first link in the description area where everything explains. So that's kind of all about. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.